Good morning, gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic show.
Thank you.
And Simon, just a quick one. You have become my new guilty pleasure. When I first used to listen to you, I was like, oh my God, who does this guy think he is? But you genuinely won me over. I think your insight is absolutely spot on a lot of things. But I just thought I'd get that out the way.
That's very kind, mate. Thank you.
I know it's not a problem. Coming back to the game last night, in my opinion, we didn't, as much as Evertonians would love to think that that cost us the league last night. In my opinion, we lost the league probably last week. Crystal Palace 1-0 defeat at Anfield. As soon as that happened, I was like, I can't see this happening now. And I'm pretty a positive person, and I think I'm pretty balanced in my view. Everton last night completely deserved to win the game. And to be honest, half of my family and half of my mates are Evertonian, so it's like...
I love that.
Great, Yusuf, you're going to stay up. And to be honest with you, they deserved it last night. I just think in the last sort of like 2 or 3 weeks, I have actually slightly questioned Jürgen's team selection. That game was crying out for Endo to start last night in midfield. I just thought we because you know what Everton are all about, and I could have told you exactly what they were going to do, and I think we played into their hands. And
yeah,
we got out for. We got beaten up by them.
Chris, before you go, you've made some great points. Can I ask you this? Are you now beginning to imagine your football club, Liverpool, with a new man in the technical area?
Already done. It's because, like, I'm 55 years of age, so I've seen great managers for Liverpool over the years. And I've seen poor managers, i.e. Roy, and that was a car crash. But Jürgen's come out and he's basically said, right, I think he's burnt out, to be honest with you. I think there's a word I like to use, and it's spent, and he looks spent, he looks mentally done in, and I wish him all the best. I mean, in relation to sort of like, he has been an absolute fresh air. He's been amazing for the football club, and I think he's done a lot for football. And I think Simon was absolutely spot on with his observation about Man City running away. If it wasn't for Liverpool over the last sort of like apart from Arsenal maybe last year, but the previous sort of like 3 seasons, in any other time, we'd have won the league. So he has pushed Man City for them seasons, and by Pep Guardiola and how much respect he's actually got for Klopp, and vice versa. And I just think, and to be honest with you, come back to your original question. Yeah, I just think, I don't know that much about Sloth, but I know the guys who have come in will have done due diligence, and I don't think it's been a knee-jerk reaction. I think they've obviously known for quite a few months, and I wish Jürgen all the very best.
Sure. Okay.
Mostly, I love the guy, but it's time for him to move on.
Time for him to move on. Chris, thank you so much. Many good points in there. That was a lengthy call, but you were going well. That's why we left you to it. Dom is another Liverpool fan. Dom, good morning. Where's your head this morning with all of this?
Morning, Jim. Morning, Simon. I've muted every WhatsApp group that I'm in, put it that way, because there's a lot of blues in them, so I've muted them.
Yeah.
But, to be honest with you, a lot of what the previous caller's points just made, spot on. Jürgen's team selections, as you know, I've been on him, backed him to the hilt many a times, but his team selection has been pretty poor. If I'm Harvey Elliott, I'm banging his door down and saying, why aren't I starting in this side? It has to be said that that's probably the worst derby that I've watched as a Liverpool fan in the memory of man. We've had a lot less quality in sides over the years that have gone to Goodison Park. But the first and foremost thing that they've done is put some endeavour in and some work rate and passion. You know, I actually question Virgil van Dijk. He's coming out criticising players after the game. You know, why isn't he putting a rocket up the backsides of the likes of Luis Diaz, Mo Salah? They didn't try one jot yesterday. And to be honest with you, Jim, I said on your show probably 18 months ago when we were going through a rough patch, you know, that I would see every player go out of the door before I'd see Klopp go. Well, I'll tell you now, there is only probably, I looked at it yesterday, there's probably only 7 that I will keep at the football club at this current point.
Right.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Right. Okay. Dom, it sounds as if there's a lot going on, wherever you're calling from. Thank you very much indeed. Gary, I think you're going to be strong with us, are you not? Good morning. What's your take on it?
Simon is an absolute legend for a start. He's absolutely got it spot on. It doesn't matter who Klopp puts out, it's the players. The players have let him down. Not Klopp, the players. And that's the way I see it. Last night was absolutely abysmal. No one was talking to anybody. It was just abysmal. It really was bad.
Is it now down to 2, Gary? Is it Arsenal and City now?
Yeah, I think so. They're going to rely on Arsenal and City slipping up. I can't see that happening. Look at the way Arsenal are playing. 5 past Chelsea. And we're just about beat Chelsea. So, no, I can't see us. No.
Okay.
We'll be lucky. The way things are going.
Yeah.
If we carry on losing games and Aston Villa carry on winning games, they'll overtake us.
Yeah, who'd have thought it? Gary, thank you very much indeed. Apart from spending much of the time praising you, which they're quite right to do, Simon, they are not happy. And there's a mixture of emotions, I think, coming over there. A mixture of emotions.
Yeah. I mean, there is no doubt, there can be no doubt, and there should be no doubt, that the Klopp effect upon Liverpool has been remarkable. You know, post Brendan Rodgers, there was a decline. They lost the league in 2013-14. Ultimately at Crystal Palace, because they were 3-0 up and Palace came back and drew 3-0 and took it away from them, albeit Gerrard slipped in the game against Chelsea that made it difficult for them. You know, and they've gone through the periods of time where Klopp took some time to bed in and had 3 finals and didn't win any of them. But there's no doubt a Premier League needs dance partners of the highest calibre to be able to create the illusion of competitivity and also the reality of it. And Klopp and Guardiola have inhabited those roles, right? And if you look over the 5 or 6 years in recent times that we talk about, there are a few illusions in there about how much Liverpool have pushed City and how much, and I just made an observation on it myself, about, to some extent, how Liverpool have kept the Premier League honest. I don't mean honest in terms of corruption, I mean in terms of competitivity. When you look at 2021, Liverpool finished 3rd with 69 points. You know, City won the league with 86 points. And you look at Liverpool last year finishing 5th with 67 points and Arsenal finishing 2nd. So it's not always Liverpool that have driven them over the last half a decade. City have just been out there on their own.
Yeah.
But it can't be. It cannot.
But this is ending on a whimper, Simon, isn't it?
It is, tragically, for Jurgen Klopp. It's ending with such expectation of this quadruple pursuit. You know, the Atalanta defeat was really poor. The defeat, these are poor defeats.
Yeah.
These are not mugged sides that they're playing, but notwithstanding that, this is a combination of Jurgen Klopp, the caller said earlier on, saying that he looks spent. And there may be a case for that, because yesterday's reaction after the game was very, very deflated. Yeah. The players haven't covered themselves in any particular glory in recent weeks. And of course, when you're doing this long swan song, and the motivations of keeping players on point becomes difficult because they know you're exiting stage door left, it becomes more of a problem. I don't think the legacy of Jurgen Klopp should be anything other than he was brilliant for Liverpool. Brilliant for Liverpool fans. I'm not so sure his record stands up as a brilliant record in Premier League terms because we've got other people's to look at. Yeah. But I think he was brilliant for Liverpool.
Well, talking about timely and brilliant, that was a brilliant win for Everton last night. And we'll talk about that very shortly. It's 10:30.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.